Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the new episode of Avowed. We're here at the docks where we landed last time. As you can see, there's some ships here. There's this very big reef over there. So I have, in all fairness, no idea how to swim again. Maybe looking from distance, it looks like we're able to get onto that tower at some point. So maybe we'll be able to get a better notice from that. But for now, we have to speak to a certain Captain Cynric. So let's do that.
This is your final warning, Kai. One more, and I put a bullet in your leg.
And here I thought we were getting along. You know, if you'd just tell me where the claviger is, I'd get out of here.
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh, probably died at sea. Good riddance. Ugh, shit.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue.
Right.
Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Let's pick handsome.
You're doing great.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger.
Okay.
Well, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
Right, so who or what is the
Well,
devil?
he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So we made up some new ones.
Sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
I like this
Just
guy.
ignore him.
Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up?
Um, let's
Name's
introduce-
Kai. I've been a soldier, a sailor, and a halfway decent baritone.
He's a troublemaker, but a damn qualified one at least.
I knew you had a soft spot for me.
So,
Claviger Amond helped me get on my feet when I came to Paradise a few years ago. Last time we spoke, he sounded worried about things. If he's gotten himself into trouble, I owe it to him to help out. If there's one thing you can say about Rawatayans, we're no backstabbers. We handle our disagreements face to face, with lots of yelling and violence. You'll vouch for me, right, Captain?
Better to have him and not need him, I guess.
That's the nicest thing you've said about me all day.
I
Kai,
absolutely like
before
this
you
guy.
go, The envoy is no stranger to the wilderness, but you and I both know the living lands can be, unpredictable. Make sure he comes back alive, or the steel garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
So,
The steel
next.
garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
One moment. So,
You tell me, envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers. Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back.
sure.
They're an order of religious cutthroats sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Oof, creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote? Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you. I heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the Deadfire, and death spat her back out. Not if you value your life.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwine later. First, we've got to find your ambassador and my claviger.
All the kite burn away webs, brambles, or that's very useful because that means I don't need any spell book or anything.
I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air.
So we're currently having a dwarf and a very tall Rautarian being in company. That means everybody who's going to talk to us will be cross-eyed within a minute.
Pargrunen left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
We also have something else open right now. This far travel. That's not what I was looking for. Companions. Companion commands. Ah. Open the command with E. Right. So, fire an eye, which is doing a stun. Then I can upgrade it with extra powder to ignite it, to increase the stun time, and to reduce the cooldown. Very nice. Unbending defense, leap of daring, and second wind. Reviving. That's really useful. Especially when I'm also getting to the point of the refresh rewind. So the cooldowns are being reset, which means he could die from this, die not long after this, get a second wind, and this one is immediately at cooldown. Oh, it's a 1 of 3. Right. But I don't have any points yet. Oh, I do. So longer stun or ignite. Or quick reload. This means I can use it more often. This means the time to hit it without being hit back is easier. And this is damage over time. I think I'm going for ignite. That was not what I had in mind. Well, never mind. So there are a few abilities that I'm unable to take yet. Okay.
The city's getting crowded. Pretty soon the Adirans will outnumber us 3-1.
Why doesn't the Clavager put a stop to it?
Why do you think, dimwit? He's nice and cozy in the ambassador's pocket. That's enough for now. We got a listener.
Quests. Every exclamation mark is a quest. We have a few shops here. Like I said, I was planning to sell a few items. Now let me see.
The Living Lands are a dangerous place. A newcomer like you surely needs armaments.
So let's start with him.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Walter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today?
Right.
From legitimate sources, clearly. From traders and adventurers, mostly, and a few used pieces from people down on their luck.
People down on their luck. You mean dead ones? Well, we'll see. Arquebus. No. But I I do have a common bow, 612. Axe and dagger can all be sold. Even the grimoire can be sold. He only does weapons. So we have common sword doing 30 and a round shield protecting 30. Common round shield 35 block, 35 block, 20 stability, 80 parry. That's a similar one. Sorry, people. Pistol, 23 physical damage, 18, so it's doing more. Little bit more stamina cost and less critical hit chance. So it's not really the best to use. So I may actually stick to what I have now. Or use it combined with the sword, but the problem is that I won't be able to block when I do that. Also said scavenge, so very well.
What harm could some new armor do? Hmm? Look good and stay alive. Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to...
Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that.
Now don't mind him. What are you interested in? Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I was
I
about
lied
to
to the
say that.
goat for you. Do I have to spell it out?
Right, let's see what she has for sale. Armor. Common rope will be sold. The vamp braces will be sold. And now it comes to what I want to use. In unique clothing. So 10% stamina cost less, a reduction when blocking. That means plate armor is heavy. Wayfarer is unique cloth. Heavy, heavy, mild, medium. Skill armor is also medium, so it's actually, well, it's slightly better. So let's take it, but if I take it, no, I'm still able to get sell that one. Oh, the breastplate was also medium. $687. If I take those gloves, I can't buy the. Plus 15 stamina, and my current boots increase my dodge distance. And health. No, I'm not going to buy that. I'm going to collect money so I can get the Wayfarer gloves later.
Protect that pretty face. Armor.
Those will be very useful in the future. What we have here, basic information about stores, okay. We also have the ability trees for the godlikes, and yeah, but we knew that already. Documents, Paradise, treasure map. It's giving us an idea. So there's a cave somewhere near a ravine, or we will be able to find it.
Armor and shields for sale, envoy.
Let's see what she has.
Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you.
Curious, because he did
I'm
warn me.
sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong. To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did. And let's leave it at that.
Okay. Well. Let's see, 527. Done. Anything else? Can sell this to her. We have a buyback option. That's quite nice, actually. Just in case you think, oh shit, I made a mistake. But I'm keeping it like this. We got more health potions, so.
What harm could some new armor do? Look good and stay alive.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind.
Okay, lady, you have a problem?
I can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher?
Well, let's see.
I have a little money, if that's what you mean. I assumed I'd have to pay the watcher, though. I have a strange problem, you see.
Now, taking the perception option is always a
I'm
good
clearly
thing.
under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do? Why did they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out? The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Well, it's for
Come
the same
here
reason.
for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
Let's get...
I wanted to grow a little food, save some skates. They never thrived, that's all. Clearly, I have bigger things to worry about. It's hard to put it into words. I just feel like I should be here. I'd heard it was dangerous, but the Glenfathan wilds were dangerous. I thought I was prepared. I had no idea what I was in for.
Every green text is referring to something I can find in the law book. I don't have intellect or resolve, so I can't use this, but...
Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them, and make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them. Still, I know it's a dirty job. Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Okay, now. If we have to find... So, that's where we have to find the strangle root. That's where the cottage is. We're here. Let's continue exploring. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to be found here. Even before going out. And with everybody talking, see, here we go. Everybody talking and things like that. Getting news.
Move along, please.
I was here first. I'm not going anywhere.
If you're not working or selling something, you're loitering. Clear the way.
I can't help it.
I know, dear, but worrying isn't going to do.
You're right. Of course.
Have faith, love.
Still, there is something to be said for the stability that the Adirans bring.
For you, perhaps. If you don't mind ignoring their stance on animancy.
I suppose. It isn't perfect, but in all my years living here, I've never felt so safe.
Ah, well, let's hope they never make it to Fjord. It wouldn't end well.
No. There is something on top there. How should I be able to get there? Let's see. Rope. That means I can climb. That's also about it. Ow. No. Not do that. What about... Hey. Not through here. Well, that looks like Paradise. This part of the road is gone, so we have to take that bridge. That's not what I'm looking for. I want to find a place to
You
go.
say the militia have closed Paradise to newcomers, so where should I go?
Well, there's always the shanty town, but, well, you know.
Yeah, I haven't heard the best things about that place. Is there nowhere else?
Perhaps the Adirans are looking for new recruits.
No thanks. I'd rather risk the journey further inland than throw my lot in with them.
Your funeral, I guess. Why not just stay here? I'm sure you could find work around the landing.
Maybe.
That's leading to Paradise, but I don't go there yet. There's a lot more to discover here. I think I just found my way up. I did. Let's see, where did I see that blue spark? go. I'll probably have to do the same trip twice now. There it is, backpack. Challenging material. Not go, or maybe I can go back. I can't. So we have to take the same route again, because there's more to discover on this side. Well, at least we found something to discover. Once you know where to go, it's a lot easier. Sure. In here? Yep. And a nice part of this game I can take items without problem. So stealing stuff when somebody is actually looking is no problem, because you won't be punished. Ha! And there was a ladder, which I didn't notice before. People of the deer, a deer. Koning, king. So that's a bit of background information. While I was looking for a way to go up, that's why I wasn't able to get to it. I was about to say, while I was looking for a way to go up, it was actually nearby. Not as nearby as I thought. Even reach it from the water. Ah, right. So this part of town is done. See, there's another quest. So this is below where all that dancing took place.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so, actually. There are some Pargrunan ruins to the north, just across the river from the Strangle route. The Pargrunan are said to have left behind many treasures.
Very good. I will remember you. You will be justly compensated upon my return.
Yeah, sure. Just be careful, all right? The land gets more dangerous the further north you go. No telling what might be waiting for you.
Do not worry, little man. I have stared death in the face before, and have no fear of these supposed dangers.
All right. Well, good luck.
Now, I think that's one way to get yourself killed. With overconfidence. like there's still some places to explore here.
Yeah.
This reminds me a bit of Assassin's Creed, actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. That makes it kind of fun. Just hope that I won't have too many problems eventually with all the jumping and everything. Because using right-handed methods on as a left-handed player may actually have effect on my hand at some point. There's something over there I may actually have a look at. I think that may be my party camp location. Is this a way to get across? We might. Ow. Nothing here though. Getting down is a little bit more of a problem. I think I know how. 1, 2, and... Ow! Okay, the plan was to jump on that one and then slowly jump down. I think it didn't work out that way. I also noticed on the map earlier we have a quest. Able to... No, that doesn't work. Track marker. Now it works.
First get leaves, letters won't turn up.
Sunstone. Okay, let's
Che
see.
lardi. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place? You can? Wait, you're pulling my leg, aren't you? I apologize. Everyone must ask you such things. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you? Maybe that's for the best. Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height. Average build? Now, if he were a river, I could describe him perfectly. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him. Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
Well,
you know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Just hand, okay.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
So, we have this. It looks Ivona's threshold. Now, see? Set up article guests. Whoa. Well, I didn't expect nightfall all of a sudden.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land.
So this is the fault. This is Iora. This is obsidian.
Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
This is going to be important. Now let's see. Skin, tense heights, herbs, Adra, and enchanting materials. Okay. What do I need? 6 softwood branches and 4 paradisian leather. Well, I have none, so belt and paradisian leather. Softwood paradisian leather. I'm going to sell that one. Sword, iron and paradisian leather. And it will upgrade to common tier 1. More physical damage, and that's it. And we have the adherent armor. Pelt and paradisian. So the paradisian leather is certainly going to be important. Oh, wait, materials. Inventory. So I need to keep it in my inventory. If I break down, let's check. What did we get from it? Doesn't show what you get when you do the breakdown. Party can, main panel, outfits of my companions, okay? Material, we read that. Upgrading, we read that. Weapon types, yeah, spear. Documents. Gear mode, dispatch. Origin, okay. Inventory. Ah, we've got 2 iron chunks from that spear.
I haven't seen this much excitement in a while.
Enchantment. Unique weapons. So it's only the unique weapons and not...
Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
Unique. Can I upgrade it? No. So fine, exceptional, superb, and that's it. But I can store everything else. Cancel because I don't want to. Because I see there's another option.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
Let's go with the standard
Then I dare
options.
say you're
No.
better equipped than most who wash ashore here. You must have some truly fascinating stories of past exploits.
Should I go for if I told you I couldn't let you live? No, let's go for the one in the middle.
Well, we'll have to have a drink at the Grinning Ballarrock. Perhaps I can get you to tell me more. In the meantime, tell me this instead. Why does the Emperor send his most valuable agent to the Living Lands? Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
Yeah, let's go.
Sorry. It's a rare sight, and these are strange times. I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
Let's see what he knows about Dream Scourge.
Not much. It's hard to separate fact from rumor. I've heard it changes people, makes them confused, disoriented, and eventually violent. No one seems to know exactly how it starts.
No, not how it starts, but confused and the violence stopped.
And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
Yeah, but why is he looking for it? Let's go for the tension first.
Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you?
That's authority.
What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
Let's see. 1 of 4. I think 4 is
Just
actually...
be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the dream scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while.
Now, your turn to answer questions. Let's start by Paradise.
It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sense, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands. Don't get me wrong, it's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
So... Okay, but why would anyone come?
For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
So chaos and desperation. Makes me wonder what it was to him.
Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, if you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
He's changing things for Dream Scourge. Let's go for 8.
That's what some
first.
fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
So let's go on.
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge. No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
Now,
ask away.
Let's see, when did
That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change.
Huh?
A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rowatayan expatriates. It really was. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah?
So, where it came from Rowatayan?
What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth, or the striking blue of my scales? I usually hear that from someone who's enjoyed the height or position to fully appreciate it, but I'll never turn down a compliment. As rare as we are in many parts of the world, it's nice to be appreciated as something other than a magnificent bruiser.
We have our...
Fair enough. Yep. My people are known to roam. Rowatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
So, let's go not to the physical imposing, because he already made a comment about that and he wasn't actually pleased with it, so instead...
Don't sell me short. I've also been a drifter, a middling carpenter, and a terrible card player. We should play sometime. I'll show you. Then you must have come during our sunny season. Lashed by storms and battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are. We do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare, the occasional village tournament. Anyone from Rawatai has spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are scramble roots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere.
So, adversity, strength, and character. Well,
you'd fit right in with the Ronganui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that make Rawatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and our kingdom. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rawatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora.
I remember that from Pillar of Eternity. Also,
you're not wrong. Though my countrymen would point out that we had to expand to find fertile land to feed our people. And the scattered kingdoms we've absorbed in the process have joined one of the most advanced nations in the world.
Complicated, indeed.
And that's what I like about the Living Lands, where most civic concerns are about as nuanced as a wall of sharpened stakes. Until recently, anyway.
So, we know what he did before.
I joined up with the Raotai Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
That's the second part of Pillars of Eternity.
Not that long before, but yeah. Back then, we weren't even making pretenses at our purpose there. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Raotai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins.
Yeah, and reality was different.
Yeah. The Juana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us. But I didn't see that either.
So he deserted? Let's ask what he did see, because I think he
Some fell
actually
apart.
deserted.
Some bought into the cruelty that our continued presence required. Others didn't buy into it, but went along with it anyway. And that bothered me more somehow. I deserted. And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
Desertion is a serious crime. Well, I think it's in
That's
any
why
navy.
I never returned home. There were only so many options for a Raotai deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew. I ended up here, didn't I? It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough.
So...
I did. Yeah. For a while. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
Yeah, I know.
I figured.
So, Dawnshore.
Sure. What's on your mind? So did my commanding officers.
No.
Get some rest, envoy.
So, that was some interesting conversation, actually. A little bit of background about him. There are soldiers here. Any quests? No. So we have the cottage. We have where we have to find the ambassador, and somewhere up here is also a quest. Let's go that way. Well, we figured that one out. But what I want is cabin fever. Track. One skull, so I probably have to upgrade my gear. The more skulls we have, see anything here yet? But the more skulls a quest has in the journal, all this, more difficult it becomes. So currently this one is not that dangerous. It says, it claims. Not so sure about it. We can always find out. Meanwhile, I'm going to explore more because there's a backpack. Softwood branch and block. Good. I actually want to go to that tower, but this is also a special place. Judging the... didn't say that. Judging that symbol. Macron's Assay. That looks like bellow, so probably a foundry. I was about to say a forge, but it's a foundry. Just special. Eel shell softwood branches. So there's something up there as well. Essence potion. One common axe. Now we start to rock. Wait, it has a huge staircase. Bestial metal. Yep, we already have that one.
Saves from skates for the rest of us.
Sorry, boys. Seems luck is on my side.
Tildy at the bathhouse, more like. I saw her give you those lucky dice.
Oh, I think you're just jealous that she likes me more than you.
If she likes you that much, why is she still charging?
Shut up and roll, you two.
Oh, Tildy at the bathhouse. Probably someone we will eventually meet again. Certainly a name to keep in mind for the next episode. So nice to be able to pick stuff up without actually being accused of stealing. Upper gate, these steel plate boots, iron pelts, wood. Okay. This is Cosmina.
Another recruit. By the flames, Cynric finds the strangest types.
See what she means with strangest
Well, in
types.
case you failed to notice,
Godlike aren't exactly common around here. I've always wanted to thrash one of your kind in a fight. Spar with me, Godlike. You and your, big blue friend.
What's in it?
You mean besides the thrill? I'll give you a weapon of your choice from the armory if you win.
And what if I lose?
Then we call in a priest. But not for me.
Okay, if I go with we shall see who needs a priest, it sounds a little bit overconfident, but...
Oh, it'll be fun, all right. In Magran's name, prepare yourself.
This one's mine.
All right, I yield. Well done. You have passed.
We'll get him next time.
Okay, so...
It's clear I underestimated your prowess. Fierce as a Rathoon you are, envoy. Now for your prize. Our surplus includes a large hammer, an arquebus, a spear, and a wand. What say you, huh?
Let's try the arquebus.
Aha, the blessed firearm. Its flames burn brighter and faster than any I've seen before. With it you will destroy your enemies. The arquebus, then?
Yep.
It's no godhammer bomb, but it will serve you well. Fear not the flames, envoy.
Both hands shoot bullet perfectly straight at long range, very high damage and stun. Slow rate of fire, and loud shots easily alert enemies. Well, two agates. They're probably special. All the items we actually got, a softwood branch and a pelt are useful. So is that iron chunk. Health potions, lockpicks, rabbits. "25% movement speed, that's useful. Steel plated boots, extra carry capacity, but no. This, however, 41 compared to the bow. Costs more stamina, adds more stun, slightly decreased critical hit. Still want to try it though. Okay. Yeah, that certainly will alert a lot of enemies. We'll have to get down here. But it's also a way to deal with stuff. Chanting, iron golems. block. Health potion. Somebody's been there and decided to leave.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, you will find loot. Eventually. Like I said, it's a little bit of Assassin's Creed in this game. And yes, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I remember there was something with this tower. Look at that, Paradisian ladder. Now we have two. At the top of the lighthouse. Very short-sighted actually. You think that having a vineyard means we can drink wine all day? That backpack is going to be a problem. How do I get there without getting myself killed? Mouse? Ah, yep. Softwood branch, bear claw. Okay, now to get up. So, at the top, don't want to fall to death out of panic. Right, so we won't be able to get there from the inside.
If this can hold me, you'll be fine. Just don't look down.
I wasn't intending to. Hey, there's also an option to go there. Let's see. Go up. How? Sprint and jump. Or climb through here. Yep, sprint and jump across. Sprint and jump is probably what it will be all the time.
Looks like that broke off of something. Wonder where it goes.
A totem. Oh, that's something special. Let me guess. Kites, papaya, treasure map.
They weren't much of an artist, but I think that's upstream by the park room walls.
Started gauntlets and vessel bow. I wonder if this is Fennec. Let's click save. Because I'm absolutely not happy with the way this is going. Like I said,
yeah.
I really wonder how they actually could build something like this. Never mind. We got to the top. Or at least I think we did. And there is indeed a treasure chest. And with the gold, it also means we have a unique item. So I'm curious. We got Alchemist boots, 10% movement speed. Not sure if I'm going to put those on. Okay, so I can restore a god totem in my party camp. Good to know. That one. If I'm looking at this map, then this looks like Dawnshore. This looks like the building close to the party camp. It's a little bit beyond that. So I should be able to get it. Just think. get more god totems at some point. Okay, we got here. Question is, how do I
Well,
get off?
nothing ventured, envoy.
Do I have to jump down? Oh. Okay, this is going to be quick save. I really hope I'm not getting killed. No, I wasn't. But it certainly was doing something on everything else. While I'm here, might as well. I'm not the only one who made a jump. I do the things. Ow, 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 ow. 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 I almost forgot we had. Just when we had one, we find another one. Okay. Something over there. Okay, so that's why we had throwable. You. So that means 1, 2, 3. Branch out. That's our destination for the quest.
Yeah.
I thought I saw more standing higher up. Yeah, there was something on that piece of stone. Ah, carriage. Well, better. Yes, the market wasn't suited for carriages after all. So need to eat some things. Another lesson learned. Health generation goes a lot faster outside of combat. Hi Jules. Better say hi Jules. This is not the way to go. Yes. Yes. I think there is a way to go. Anything in the water I could use? Doesn't look like it, so. These leaves out. Not that much here. Maybe that's why. No, not that. Maybe that's why, because she said. Something has triggered it. While the note said they were already here. Also right. Stuff to destroy. Necessary. That's where we have to go. Okay. Check the map. 42. Yeah, I can get there. I need to go that way. And from what I see here, this is actually the easiest way. Not going to do that. No. There's only one way to get there. I think so. So what I'm going to do is start at this point in the next episode. For now, thank you for watching, and I do hope you've been enjoying this. I did. Next episode we will actually get that cabin and all the lizards. Let's see what happens next. Have a good week everybody, and see you then next week. Goodbye.